Welcome YouTube, this is the Velvet Locks with a video that I think you need to listen to. First of all, I always tell you guys to always, before anything, if you're not in 100% health, if you're not healthy, if you have medical issues, you should always consult your doctor before taking the apple cider vinegar concoction. And I always disclaim in my video that if you're breastfeeding, nursing, that you should not drink the apple cider vinegar because it can cause harm in your baby. Well, a subscriber reached out to me to tell me that she stumbled upon an article that says it's okay for her to take the apple cider vinegar while breastfeeding. And she sent me the link, which I will also include down below. But you know what? Knowing who I am, I did more research on this topic because I get this question asked a lot. If it's safe to actually drink the apple cider vinegar while you are nursing. Well, upon my research, I stumbled across some things. Now, one of the questions I must ask is apple cider vinegar safe to drink when you're breastfeeding? Okay? And it can be, but at the same time, it's not good. Now, let me give you some of the things that I stumbled on. One of the things is this. Whenever you're breastfeeding, you always got to be careful and cautious as to what you put in your body. And I tell you this all the time. We always hear this. You got to be very mindful of what you eat. First of all, if you're drinking alcohol, wouldn't that pass to your baby? Okay? So if you're taking heavy medication, certain drugs, wouldn't that pass to your baby? Now, if you're nursing, breastfeeding, and you're taking the Bragg's apple cider vinegar concoction, wouldn't that pass on to your baby? So even though it states in this article, and I got some key points from this article to bring to your attention, because it states that yes, as a nursing mother, you can drink the apple cider vinegar. The article states that you could put up to 2 tablespoons of this apple cider vinegar diluted. It says 15 mils to 30 mils diluted in maybe a 10-ounce or more cup of water, 10 ounces to 16 ounces of water. If it's 2 tablespoons, they're recommending that you put it in like a 16-ounce bottle of water, okay? Now, that's 1 time per day. It says that you should not consume a large amount of apple cider vinegar, that you should only consume a small amount if you're breastfeeding. Now, one thing I know for sure is the apple cider vinegar concoction that I'm telling you about for weight loss, although this they claim can help you in weight loss, but that's such a small amount. You won't see very much weight loss, okay? Coming from somebody who's been on it and lost 50 pounds, you're not going to see much weight loss with 1 portion of the apple cider vinegar. Like if you only take it in the morning and that's it for the day and just eat healthy and all of that, you're going to see very minimum weight loss. Now, when you're breastfeeding, they're stating that you should only do a small amount of apple cider vinegar, which is the one with the mother. Okay, that's the healthiest form of apple cider vinegar for consumption, because the pasteurized one is the one that does not have the main things that kills bacteria, that fights all of the stuff in your body. That's still in there, okay? So that's what's helping your body to do whatever it's necessary to lose the weight and to stay healthy. Now, it says that it's safe for a mother who's nursing incorporate a small amount of the apple cider vinegar into their cooking, into their meals, and if they're going to drink it directly, to dilute it into 2 cups of water. 16 ounces. Now, when it's diluted like that, it says that it should not do much harm to your breast milk supply or you or your baby. Now, let me break this down. If it's stating that as a nursing mother, that it is safe for you to consume the apple cider vinegar in a diluted amount, which is double the amount that I give you as far as the Bragg's, which is only 8 ounces. Okay, please take a mental note to this, what I'm saying. The Bragg's apple cider vinegar concoction is 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar plus 1 teaspoon of lemon juice in an 8-ounce glass of filtered water. Listen, ladies, okay? Listen very closely. That is a lot of acid for you to have 3 times a day for a baby. Now, they're stating in this article that this lady kindly sent to me to state that it's safe for her to nurse while drinking her apple cider vinegar. And I just wanted to bring it to her attention, as well as all of you nursing mothers, that it is safe only if it's diluted 1 to 2 tablespoons in 10 fluid ounce up to a 16 fluid ounce glass of water. That's for that, if you're breastfeeding. The concoction drink that I'm talking about for extreme weight loss is not for nursing mothers. So if you are consuming 3 times a day, 1 to 2 tablespoons plus a teaspoon of lemon juice, you are doing harm for your baby. It also states a word of caution. It says too much apple cider vinegar can lead to low mineral density and low potassium levels. It says that if you start consuming this on a regular basis, it's best that you watch your baby's reactions closely, okay? Because it can change the pH level in your body and change the taste of your breast milk, okay? Now, the levels that I'm telling you to drink is way too much, and it will cause your breast milk to taste different, which can cause your baby to refuse the breast. That's number 1. So if you are strong on trying to do breastfeeding for your child, it can change the taste of the milk in your breast because it's changing your body's pH level. That's warning number 1. Warning number 2 is it can also cause your baby to have stomach aches or gas. Now, I already know a colicky baby is not a fun baby to be around, okay? A baby that's gassy is in pain, all right? Now, why would you want to put your child through this because you want to lose weight right away, even while you're breastfeeding your child? Seriously, really. Why put your baby to having types of cautions that you got to look out for, the reactions that this may cause them? Now, that's a caution only on the 1 to 2 tablespoons with up to 10 ounces to 16 ounces of water. That's what that caution is based on. Okay? It's stating it's safe for you to consume while breastfeeding if you dilute it into 10 fluid ounce to 16 fluid ounces of water. And if you're doing it on a regular basis, they're stating that there's a caution set out for that. And they're giving you cautions based on that. Okay? It's stating also that you should speak to your doctor before doing this to show your concerns and to get professional advice. Now, it also says never take it concentrated, which means never take it straight. And you need to dilute it. Now, like I said, this caution is based on that amount of apple cider vinegar that you're consuming while you're breastfeeding. You need to check your child and make sure and watch your child's reaction to you. It's going to change. It may change the taste of your breast milk, which may also cause the baby to refuse it. Not to mention bring down the mineral levels and the potassium levels. Now, you should do your research to find out what are the hazards of low mineral levels and potassium levels. Well, I'll break that down to you as well. The concoction that I'm telling you is 1 to 2 tablespoons with 1 teaspoon of lemon juice in an 8-ounce glass of water. That's way too much for you to be consuming 3 times a day if you're breastfeeding and nursing your baby. Okay? This is why I say, ladies, if you're breastfeeding, do not use this because you are doing your baby harm. I'm sure she really wants to try and get her body right. But if you're doing the recipe that I gave you, you need to stop it because your baby is going to have issues later on. It may start to even change the baby's reaction, the baby's body. And who's to say, if it's helping you to lose weight, isn't your baby going to be dropping weight too? I would assume so. Really. And your body may not even continue to develop the milk that is needed to feed your baby because it's changing your pH level. So therefore it's drying your milk up. And your baby's not going to get enough. I even read some of the reactions, the comments that was listed below the article of people who've done this. And there was one person mentioned that she can't even relactate, which means her body's not even reproducing milk to feed her baby because she tried this. Okay, now she tried it in this ratio, 1 to 10 ounces. I'm telling you, and that's 1 time a day. 1 time a day. According to the article that was sent to me, that was 1 time a day. I'm telling you to drink 3 times a day, 1 to 2 tablespoons, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice in an 8-ounce glass of water. 3 times a day, which is highly too much for you to be using while you're breastfeeding. So like I said, ladies, do not do this concoction that I'm telling you how to use to lose weight, what I've used to lose weight. Do not use this if you're breastfeeding. Do not use this if you're pregnant, because it will change the pH levels in your body. It will cause you low potassium levels, low mineral levels. That may also somewhere along the line affect your kidneys. When your potassium level drops too low, it can be life-threatening. Now, why put your baby through that? You need to do your research, even on the articles that you find. If you're not talking to your doctor and getting professional medical advice, and you're going by just Googling your own little diagnosis to justify you wanting to use this while breastfeeding or while you're pregnant, you're doing a disadvantage to yourself and to your baby. You need to seek professional help. Do not Google, is it safe for me to breastfeed and take apple cider vinegar? Because unless you also check the warnings and what are the side effects that can be hazardous or can cause life-threatening issues for your child, does not seem very smart to me. I am so glad that that person sent me this article, because it really caused me to do more research on that topic, to bring to you the real on whether or not you should be drinking this while you are pregnant or while you are nursing. You are strong enough to fight off certain bacteria, certain type of body deficiencies or whatever, but your unborn child or your little child is not. So if you're drinking this and you're breastfeeding, you're pretty much giving it to, it's just the same as you're drinking alcohol and breastfeeding your child. That may seem a little extreme in an example, but when you think about it, it's pretty much the same. You're giving that to your child. So if you're consuming this concoction that I've told you about, which is a more higher level of acid and a low level of water. Now, even if you dilute more water, it's still not safe, because it says only consume a very small amount. And they gave the specifics on the small amount. And I tell you, why look for trouble later on? Really, you're looking for trouble later on, because it says you should constantly watch your child's reaction when you're breastfeeding your child after you're drinking this. Okay, so there's a lot to really think about before doing it. You're not going to really want issues later on with your child. So I really do not recommend it. Seek your professional doctor's help. Don't go online and Google information to justify what you want. Go to your physician. Let them know the amount of apple cider vinegar and lemon juice and water that you're trying to consume while breastfeeding. Just don't tell them, oh, is this safe enough for me to drink while breastfeeding? No. Tell them the specifics. Tell them the exact amount of dosage that I'm telling you to drink, and see if that level is safe enough for your child. Don't just go by what you read on Google, okay? Please don't do that. So thank you so much, subscriber, who sent me that information. And like I said, I'm going to link that article down below so that you can do it for yourself. I've also cross-referenced some other articles that had some other type of cautions. So ladies, ex-nay, wait till after you breastfeed. After that baby's off the breast, then you take care of your body and snatch it back into shape. All right? Without doing any type of physical bodily harm to your child by giving it to them while you are drinking it. All right? That's not smart. That's not safe. So again, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on this video. I really hope this was a very smart warning for those of you who are doing it. If you're doing it now and you're doing it my way, stop it right away. Don't do that. Please don't, because your baby is going to suffer later on. All right? So I thank you again, and don't forget to join me on the next video.